Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. This is Top Deck King. We have another deck today, kind of taking it old school with new updates. The old school deck being the Genesis Ultimatum deck with, just casting these big and high-end cards and ramping into them. But we got some new innovations into the deck here. We got, Goldspan Dragon, Prismari Dragon, we got Emergent Sequence, Coma, obviously. So we got some new, and then obviously the lands don't really matter, but you got some new lands also. But and then we're doing a little food slash non-food package here. So it's a little take on the old school deck with some upgrades to the deck. So this is what I'm thinking about. I'm maybe take to the ladder, see what happens with it. But before, let's get right into the deck tech real quickly, and then we'll go into the matches. So let's go ahead and do that. But prior to getting to that, thanks everybody for subscribing, watching my videos, hitting that thumbs up, smash that thumbs up, destroy that thumbs up button. Same with the subscribe button, destroy it. Just to give you guys also a heads up of what my schedule looks like for the videos. I post videos, I would say every 2 days I will post another video. So in those 2 days span between videos is where I test decks out on the ladder to see if they're worthy or not to make it, and so this is going to be the next one. So after this one, 2 days later, I'll post the next video. So it's usually 2 days later, at the latest 3 days. So if you hit that notification button, you'll go ahead and get the notification when I post videos. But if you don't, check back every 2 to 3 days and you'll see a new video. So let's go ahead. Oh, also check the description of the video because it has the deck list both for mobile and PC version, so you could import it if you want to play it. That way it'll be easier for you to have it on your arena if you want to do that. And it has other informations in the description, so check that out. And always, as always, drop some comments down below if you love this deck, if you've tried it out and how well it does for you or whatnot. Give me drop some comments down below and let me know what you think. All right, so let's get into the deck tech real quick. So these 4 cards are ramp cards. Gilded Goose, and not only is that, it gives us food, so we could use it for Wicked Wolf, but it's a turn 1 ramp. So if we play this on turn 1, play a land, we could do a turn 2 cultivate. But Gilded Goose, Emergent Sequence, and Cultivate and Beanstalk Giants are our ramp cards to try to get these lands into play really quickly. So we can do an early Genesis or Coma or something like that. On top of that, Beanstalk Giant acts as a threat also later into the game. Goose acts as a secondary kind of threat in a sense for Wicked Wolf, as well as against like aggro decks. You can use the foods to sack and gain life. So that's what those two do, as well as these sequence creates you a body. Then as our counter package against like the Sultai decks and whatnot, the control decks, we have 2 Disdainful Strokes, 2 Draw Disruptions. Draw acts as a land worst case scenario late game when they have, too much lands, you draw it, you can play it as a land. Early game, it counters something. And then obviously Disdainful Stroke, you're just trying to use it to counter the big cards like Goldspan Dragon or Emergent Ultimatum, Yorion, whatever the case may be. As far as our win conditions go, we have our win conditions are the creature package here. So we have Bone Crusher Giant as a removal slash win condition because it can attack as well as a 4/3. Wicked Wolf, you can give them indestructibility by sacking the foods that Goose is creating, as well as he's a 3/3 that fights a creature. So the fight aspect is very important as well. Prismari Dragon is there to kind of give us a treasure, so it helps with Goldspan, but on top of that, it also allows us to play Genesis Ultimatum either tapping it or sacking it, so it gives us a little ramp to that. So not only are these 4 ramp cards, but Prismari is also technically a ramp card because it creates you a treasure. Goldspan Dragon's another win condition, haste, and it feeds, makes the treasures, sack for 2, so that's another thing. Main win condition here is the Terror of the Peaks. You cast this card, start casting your creatures, and they start taking damage equal to that creature's, I believe, is power to them. So you cast this, you play a Goldspan, they take 4 damage. Goldspan attacks for 4, so does this, since it has flying. They try to kill your Terror of the Peaks with a target effect. They lose 3 life. So this is our main win condition, is Terror of the Peaks. And then obviously Coma is an uncounterable kind of effect. We're ramping, so that's that. Genesis Ultimatum is our way to play multiple, so you could technically OTK your opponent with Genesis Ultimatum. If you hit like say 2 Terror of the Peaks and say like Coma or a Goldspan Dragon off it, it's a 1 turn kill because 2 Terror of the Peaks, 1 triggers, hits them for 5. The other one triggers, hits them for 5, and then Goldspan hits them for 8, or Coma hits them for 12 or whatever it is per each card. So you can OTK with Genesis Ultimatum and Terror of the Peaks. It's possible. It's not always going to happen. It could happen, but it's not guaranteed. But that's a way to dump a bunch of stuff onto the board and take control. The lands, nothing special about the lands. You just got the lands, the pathways, your 3 colors. 3-color fits perfectly, and this is kind of removal / land. We're going to give this deck, this sideboard, a try and see how it works out. I kind of have stuff against aggro. I have stuff to steal stuff. I have Oxes against the rogue decks, Coma against the control decks and whatnot. But if you want to see how I sideboard, stick around to the end of the video and I'll give you a sideboard guide on this, as well as while we play these matches. This is kind of like a rough start of the deck, but while we play these matches, I might change things around to, this works, this doesn't work, so I'll change things around. So stick around to the end of the matches. Hopefully you guys watch the gameplays, but check out the end of the game where I will give you my sideboard guide to the deck. This way it can help you out while you play the game. You'll see how I sideboard. I would say everybody's sideboard differently. You might even change some of these cards, but this is how I would sideboard. So stick around to the end and let's go and get into the matches. All right, let's try some Temur Genesis Ultimatum Dragon action. See what we could do with it. Temur Dragon. If we can find a match, that is. Come on, opponent. Oh my gosh. It shouldn't take this long to find a match. There we go. There we go. Shady or Shady? Shady? Shady. I don't know. I get to go first. It's a Yorion deck, of course. Not the greatest hand, but I guess I'll keep. So we're playing against an Ultimatum deck, it looks like. Pretty sure this is just Ultimatum. Yep. Okay. Is it better to set up? Yeah, we're going to set up for next turn. We're going to set up for next turn for the Beanstalk here. And Beanstalk with Emergent starts triggering, so I can start creating more and more. He's going to play his Wolf of Willow Haven, I guess it's called. Yep. Alright, so play this, play Beanstalk. What do I grab? If I grab Green, if he has Extinction Event, that would suck. Because then my gooses just disappear. Goose! I could, I guess, dodge Goose by playing this. Let's grab... I guess it doesn't really matter because I have another Beanstalk Giant. Coming 3/3. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 mana at the moment. But we're not beating an Ultimatum unless I draw my Ultimatum first. Oh, he can kill this with Heartless Act. I forgot about that. I should have waited till I got into 4 counters. So that way he couldn't do it. But I guess Eliminate does the same thing. Eliminate takes care of it anyways. 1 top, 1 bottom. So hopefully he doesn't. I mean, I guess he has something he could do. I guess he has the kill spell. Yep, there it is. Yep. Speaking of, there's the Heartless Act. Yuppers. Ugh, another land. Alright. Let's go ramp again. That blue. Guess let's just cast the... Ugh, but then Extinction Event deals with both. But I mean, my hand is very bad. Could create a token. Cast Goose, create a token? Is that gonna do me anything? Alright, let's just do that. Alright. Maybe I do need the Trail of Crumbs, huh? Because if I had Trail of Crumbs here instead of the Emergent... So originally I had Trail of Crumbs instead of this. And if I had Trail of Crumbs here instead of the Goose... I mean, instead of the Sequence... Then it would have been better for me right now. 3, 6, another Omen. 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's getting pretty close to his ultimatum now. Ultimatum. 2 to the top. The Caduce. The Deuce. Tangle Florhedrid. Let's create a food. We could just kill it on my turn. Ooh, there it is. There it is. Let's play it. Sec. Since he tapped out. What? 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 I'm gonna keep the tri-land so I can cycle them because, you know. So submit those 3. Let's go ahead and just kill this so that he can't play his ultimatum. Alright, we're just done, I guess. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna keep these in our hands to cycle. We have a lot of lands in play already, so now it's just time to start cycling these. That was pretty ugly in a sense. That Genesis Ultimatum was pretty bad. Pretty awful, if I may say so. I need to draw a Disdainful Stroke, so that way, sure. That way, if he places the Emergent Ultimatum, we have answers, but he's gonna grab Yorion here, I bet. Grab Yorion, end turn. Ooh, he did not grab Yorion. Alright. Let's try this one then. Why didn't he grab Yorion is the question. That's kind of odd. Interesting. He's digging. I would have just grabbed Yorion and casted Yorion the following turn and blinked 2 omens. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is he missing land drops? I don't think so, right? Because I ramped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 2 here. And then from Genesis Ultimatum. Okay, obviously no attacks. You're up. Obviously no attacks. What is he missing? A black mana, I guess? He's missing 1 black to play Ultimatum. Because he has the blues, he has the greens, he's missing 1 black. Oh, there it is. There it is, of course. Of course, right on key. Alright, let's see what he grabs. Don't think. I was looking for Disdainful Stroke, but Girardi Disruption would have worked too. There's 2 of those in the deck, 2 Disdainful Strokes, so 4 out of 40, so 1 in 10 chances of hitting it. That's not great. That's not great odds at all. Okay, that's an odd choice of cards to pick. Don't have a way to get rid of Kior Best Sea God. I guess that's fine. I guess you could destroy my dude, right? And it costs you 3 life. Sure. Sure. That was an odd choice of cards to choose, but I guess if it works. Alright, so we're gonna cycle. We need to draw some action. There's another Genesis Ultimatum. Alright, let's see what we hit. There's a Disdainful Stroke. Good thing we didn't play our land, I guess. Alright. So we're going to put this in play and this in play. We're going to keep this because we don't have blue mana here. So we have to keep this so we can play this on blue. Otherwise, it chooses the first side of it. I mean, I do have this, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Alright. He's going to tap all my creatures down, hit me for 8. Would I be able to beat him? This creates 10. This costs 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have access to 11 mana. Let's see. 11 mana. I'm trying to think, what could he hit that would just completely destroy us here? is it worth even holding up the Disdainful Stroke? Because if I play Bone Crusher, I could do 4 damage to him, play this, and win the game. Is it worth doing that? What does he have? Extinction Event calling odd would be pretty bad. Alright, we're just going to go for it. I'm just going to go for the win. If I had one more mana, it would have been nice, but I guess it came down to... it wouldn't matter because we can't sack these for blue because they're tapped down. Alright, let's see what you got, opponent. Add Yorion, sure. If you don't got... Sure, that doesn't do anything. We win the game. So we're going to do 11 damage at least. Minimum 11 damage. Terror of the Peaks, baby. Good thing I did the Bone Crusher turn. Alright, game 2 now. Yep, you got it. You got it, opponent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana. Okay, or I mean, you can't because the gold's banned, but 11 mana, huh? So if I do this, we get an additional... Wow. Really? Okay. Okay. Do 12 to you. There was only one basic left. Only single basic. Alright. So we're playing against the Eliorios. So we don't need Wicked Wolves in this matchup. Coma is pretty decent. Pretty decent. Mystical Disputes and Negates are pretty decent. Pretty decent. Bone Crusher, I guess I can cut. I don't want to cut too many of my creatures also because then Terror of the Peaks kind of doesn't work out necessarily. But I think Bone Crushers are easy cut. I think 2 Bone Crushers are easy cut here. Still have enough creatures there to go off with them. So we'll do that. Shady! Are you going to start bringing in all your creatures like Elder Gargaroth and whatnot? I mean, I don't got that much against you, but we got some stuff against you. We got slightly some stuff. Let's see what you got. What you got, my friend? You guys can't hear the music, but I'm jamming out right now with some music. Can't put the music on YouTube, unfortunately, so but I'm jamming out while we wait to see what our opponent does. Yeah, there was that one turn where he sacked the Omen. I guess he was looking for black because he had Emergent Ultimatum. That makes sense, I guess. But if he would have just grabbed Yorion and played Yorion instead, it would have been probably better for him because he would have scryed and drew more cards. And then the following turn play Emergent Ultimatum. But that's just my opinion, I guess. That's the difference, I guess, between players who know how to play Emergent or the Sultai Ultimatum deck and players who just grab it because, well, it's the best deck in the format, I guess. We got a 1 lander. We got a Uno lander. I'm on the draw. I mean, I'm gonna take the risk because I have sequence here. On the draw, I have sequence with Goose. I don't think they have a 1 mana removal spell. If they do, well, that sucks. But on top of that, if we draw a second land, then we can do, Cultivate and Beanstalk and just start grabbing our land. So I'm going to take the chance here. We're going to play risky. Let's see what happens, though. Duress? Ooh. They're worth playing Goose first here. I could get a land. So if I play Goose, then I could play Emergent. Is it worth that? All right, we'll do that. We'll do that. I could play this, play Emergent, grab a land. I guess the only bad part here would be is if he has a removal for the land. Guess you could do that too. I guess you can do that too. Well, we drew another goose. We drew another goosey boy. Still have another land technically with this. I would love either him not to destroy my goose or love to draw a land so I could play Cultivate. We would love that. I think he has Nightmare. Oh, he has Valky. That's fine. He gets a gold span pretty soon, though. That could be bad. That could be bad. We don't. Oh, actually, we have. Oh, we cut some of our removal. Oh, wow. Wow. He took Beanstalk instead of Goldspan Dragon. This costs 7 mana to transform. This costs 5 to transform. I don't know about that. That was a little odd. That was a little odd. All right, so we need red, obviously, because of Goldspan Dragon. And I guess we'll grab green. Red and green. We have 2 green actually in play. We'll grab blue. So put the red tapped. Play the blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could cast Goldspan next turn if he taps out. We could also do Cultivate, put 2 lands in play. If we draw a land, we could play the land, play Cultivate. That's the second land. Actually, it doesn't matter. 2 lands. This makes it a 3/3 regardless, so never mind. It becomes 3/3 regardless. If he taps out and doesn't kill Goose, then we just play Goldspan Dragon and we have Disdainful Stroke to protect it. Oh, he has a Mystical Dispute. But Mystical Dispute doesn't stop this. Huh. Interesting. I guess we're just going to go for it. Can't stop this with Mystical Dispute. I mean, he can have... obviously, the trigger is because of this guy. It's stopping him because of this guy. All right, and then we have a Disdainful Stroke to stop something big. Stop something big. Obviously, it would have been nice to drop this guy, but it's all good in the hood. Okay, land 5. What do you have? Elioris. I'm gonna just counter that because I'm putting the pressure on him with Goldspan Dragon. So I'm just gonna counter this now and just keep applying the pressure against him. Otherwise, he can block Goldspan Dragon now. There's no reason to let him have that and start blocking Goldspan. 2, 4, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Prismati Dragon. Prismati. All right, let's go grab 2 lands. Prismati. So let's grab... We have green, green, red... So I need green and blue, I guess. So let's put this one into play. This one into hand. Play this guy. You can do this, create a 3/3, and it's even, and that's odd. I think that might just be better, because casting this, I could cast this also technically, and then it gives me my artifact back. Let's do that. So I can attack here. Create the treasure, sack the treasure, creates the treasure, so it gives my Goldspan thing back. Let's cast this. Now also I can tap my artifacts for mana instead if I wanted to. Now we just need to draw like a what is this? 44 cards. Now we just need to draw a ultimatum for the win here. So we could sacrifice this artifact, add 2 mana, add 1 mana of any color, spend this mana only to cast instants and sorcery spells. Sacrifice this artifact. Okay. Sure. I'm going to call out Odd, I'm assuming, to take my Goldspan. That's also, we wanted to get rid of that so we can cast this guy. If he has another extinction event, well, you got it. You got it. Oh, I only could tap it for mana. Ooh. He has 2 mana, but I'd rather do this one. I'd rather do Coma here. And it also separates it, because I could do this one for haste next turn. Next turn I'll haste this guy. And once again, we have even and odd. And then we're going to create it even also with coma. So it should be game. I mean, the only way he could get rid of this is Extinction Event, I guess. I mean, he can play Ultimatum now. He has the mana. Right? Wait, does the Ultimatum cost 3 green, I think, right? So never mind. Because my Ultimatum costs triple blue. So his should not. Yeah, okay. That's one way to postpone the game, but I get to create another another token. And now if he calls even, his whole board leaves. So if he draws like Extinction Event, calls even, his whole board's gone. Well, I get to keep Coma. And if he goes after Coma with something like Extinction, then I can cast Goldspan Dragon. He has 1 card in his hand. What you got? What you got, opponent? Yep, there it is. I figured. He has to call odd, because if he calls even, his whole board's gone. Sure. If he attacks with any of his creatures, I think he's just dead. I think he realizes that, though. Okay. Let's do this. I guess it doesn't really matter. We're just going to thin the deck out here. That way we will hopefully draw less lands. And we're just going to swing all. Create a treasure. We have 41 cards left in the deck. We have pretty much the win here. He used one Elrond's Epiphany. He has to chump block all of them because actually he could block chump 2 and then keep 1 because he takes 6. Sure. You're down to 6. I wonder what you could draw. You can't play the Ultimatum because you don't have the mana required. Another Elrond's Epiphany would help stall the game, I guess, for one more turn. It's like this game was just a bunch of ramp and sure. He's gonna go to 12. 3, 6, 9. What is that? 13, 14, 15? That's game. You go up to 12. Cling to dust. He left in Cling, huh? Or brought in Cling, one or the other. Doesn't matter upon it. It's game. This is 3, 6, 9. Plus 4. He's gonna draw a card now. Gain life. And then he just decided to draw a game. Okay, interesting. Let's go play some Temur Dragons. Temur Dragons. We're playing against, what is this? Valkyron? We get to play second. Oh, so Sultai Ultimatum deck, eh? I guess we got a Q because we have Disdainful Stroke, but that's still kind of bad. I mean, okay. Ultimatum. All these percenters are coming into the thing and playing Ultimatum, it looks like. Player Wolf Haven or whatever it's called. Alright, so he can't play anything on turn 3 that I can do anything against anyways. I'm just going to play this tapped. He's going to play his Omen here anyways. So, doesn't really matter. We can't counter anything on turn 3 anyways. If he has Nightmare, that's going to be awful for us. Let's see. Ugh, would you have a lot of lands here? Got a lot of lands. What do you have, another Omen in your hand? He's gonna sacrifice. He's digging. Digging for black mana. And let's say he's like Simic. I don't think he's Simic. Oh no, he can't be Simic because this is black. Derpa derpa. Derpa derpa. Interesting. I guess this kind of plays around Jordy Disruption next turn for Goldspan Dragon. Right? Grab red. Is he playing Sultai Control? He doesn't have any way to remove it because he doesn't have black mana. And then it also plays around... Sure. It also plays around a Jordy Disruption since he played one face down, played one as his land. So I decide to go Goldspan next turn, play land, play Goldspan. I'm able to play the 1 mana for Jordy. I would love to have this guy out first, so that way it does 4 damage, and then I can attack for 9, but that's probably not going to happen. That's probably not going to happen. Ooh, he missed his land trap? What? Wow. Guess I go for it. I'm trying to think. He misses land drop, right? He's Sultai. Is he like Sultai Control or Sultai Ultimatum? Alright, we're gonna go for it. If he has the hard counter, then that sucks. He can have a dispute, I guess. Yeah, darn it. That should have waited, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guess we have this chariot. Sure. All right. So what we could do is fight one, so that way he can't animate. So let's do that. What am I? Wait, hold on. What land am I playing? I'm not playing this one because I'm gonna cycle this one. So we have red, red, blue, blue. I guess we could put this on green. And then we'll have the required mana. Yep. So we're gonna fight this. That's fine if he animates. It doesn't matter to me. Sure. You got it. We're not going to attack because that's just dumb. Attack a 2/2 into a 4/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's his black. And there is the black. He finally has his removal spells now. Nightmare. Oh no, my land dies. Okay, I guess we have to cycle this. Goldspan Dragon's not bad, not too shabby. We lose Disdainful Stroke though, unfortunately. We lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So odd, odd, even. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Play this, be 7. Bone Crush that. Yeah, let's just do that then. Let's put this on blue. Play the G-Spand. Let's hold full control, I guess. What do you have? Okay. So I'm going to attack, hold full control, so that way, in case I need to sack the treasure, I mean, there shouldn't be anything, right, with the 2 mana that he can do against Goldspan. Because Dispute costs 3 mana. So I guess I don't really have to do that. But I guess it doesn't hurt just to do it. Kill this. Hit him for 7. He gets to take my Disdainful Stroke out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We could cast this. Do 4, 7 damage to him. That's not enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 damage is not enough. If he doesn't kill Goldspan, then I guess we win. Right? Because we hit him for 4, 7. Cast Terror, cast Bone Crusher. But he's going to have removal here. I mean, I still got to go for the Terror, I guess. But. Alright. Let's see. Is he going to grab Yo-Yo into his hand? Yeah, his Extinction Event would be kind of... Actually, Extinction Event wouldn't work. Because I have even here. 1, 2, 3. Another land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that doesn't really matter, right? 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go to combat first. Because this doesn't have haste anyways. It says sacrifice of food. Too bad these aren't food. Man. Man, opponent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I play this into this, I might just lose the game. But I mean, like, if he has the extinction event, we just lose the game, I guess. If he has extinction event, we just lose the game. I mean, I guess I'm casting this. Question is, am I casting this to do 4 damage to him? Is it worth it? Or should I just hold it back? Let's see, attack for 5, play this. It's not game because that does 9 damage. I guess if he has extinction event, he has extinction event. I can't really stop it. Hopefully he doesn't have extinction event. There's a pause here, so does that mean he's gonna sack Omen here? And if he tries to kill Terror of the Peaks, it takes 3 and Bone Crusher kills him, so. Oh no, he took the pause away. Yep. So he didn't do it because he has the extinction event. Darn. Oh, Onyx. Nope. Okay, so he's gonna make a sack Terror of the Peaks. Okay. Oh, same dilemma. We're on the same dilemma here again with Terror of the Peaks. I had to kill the Onyx because it lets him look through 3 cards. Can't let him look at 3 cards. I can easily get him like an extinction event or something like that. I would have loved to just attack him, but can't let him have Onyx. And I believe they only run 1 Onyx, so he shouldn't have a second Onyx. And if he had Extinction Event, he would slam Extinction Event right now. So I don't think he has Extinction Event. Because there's no reason not to be slamming Extinction Event right now. Sure. Yep. So he's going to take 5 at least. Sure. Because we're hitting him in the air for 5. What could we draw? What could we draw? Genesis Ultimatum! I guess the only thing he could possibly have here would be... Alright, we're going for it. If he has Negate... I mean, if he has Dispute, it doesn't matter. I have 3 mana. I could counter this. Oh, come on. What? Alright, whatever. Alright, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could distribute 5 damage. That says spells your opponent casts out target Terror of the Peaks cost an additional 3 life. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control. We couldn't hit at least a single creature like that, man. Come on. So if I attack, he's gonna double block, right? If I kill 1, he just animates. All right. J. He animates, that's fine. I could Shadow Skull the other 2. Sure. Down to 2. So let's do 4 damage, I guess. Even though I don't really need to do this, actually. Because that doesn't do anything. I'm in the air and he's on the ground. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's just end turn. Let's just see what happens. There's his Gring, Ultimatum. No, Ultimatum costs 3 Gring, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, good thing we kept the Shadow Skull. Yeah, there's another thing. The bottom creatures couldn't do anything, so why bother? Sure. Good game, opponent. For game one, we got game one. Got the game uno. One to the top. Doesn't matter. And we drew another land. That was 6 lands on top of the deck. 6 lands on the top of the deck. Come on. Come on. Come on, deck. All right, negate, disputes, coma. All right. I think we cut the Wicked Wolves. I think I can cut the 2 Bone Crushers. And just go ramp and dragons. I do like this guy because it's indestructible and it starts pinging them little by little. But the problem with that guy is it doesn't really get animated very easily. Right? As long as your red and green is less than 7. So Ox kind of helps us when we flood out, but all right, let's try it. Let's give it a try. Valkyrion. Maybe I should run a 1 of Ugin in the decks so that way I can if I ultimatum into Ugin, that'd be pretty awesome. I can't play Obosh, right? Because I play Prismari Dragon. Because every card has to be odd, I believe. But if I take out the Prismari Dragon, I could play Obosh as my companion. Because oh no, I can't. Wicked Wolf. Wicked Wolf is even too. Never mind. Wicked Wolf. All right, opponent, what you got? Let's go. Let's go. Make do. All right. I don't think it takes that long to side deck against the deck. I don't know. I'm trying to see if he's. I'm assuming he's Ultimatum. But he could be a control deck, but I think he's Ultimatum. Ugh. Ugh. This hand's bad, but I can't mulligan into a possible worse hand. So we're just going to keep for that reason. Let's put this on red because we can put this on blue. We'll put this on blue and you can hold up these. Then we have green for Beanstalk. Yep. Because, yeah. It's like other decks don't play Wolf. The Sultai control. I guess the Sultai control does play Wolf Willowhaven. Correction, it does. Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 mana. Yep, he's definitely Ultimatum. All right, just gonna do some damage here for the time being. No, holy moly, I'm drawing all these lands. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I play this and he plays like an Elder Gargaroth, I guess I just lose the game. I've drawn so many lands though here. I started off with 4, and then I drew, what, 3 more in a row? Yikes. Yikes. I called it! I called it, man! I called the Elder there. Wow, I called him so badly. That's so hilarious. I can't believe I called them. I guess I chump block and play Bone Crusher and hope that kills it. That's hilarious. Alright, we just lost the game. I tapped out for Beanstalk and lost the game. Alright, do I want to bring in a Crown Wars? These don't do anything. I don't want to bring in a Crown War for just that guy though. That's odd. He keeps Eliminate in the deck, huh? The only card that he can eliminate at the moment is Gilded Goose. I guess this also technically. Let's do this. Since he keeps an eliminate, let's just try this. I can't believe I called it and I still did it. Not the greatest, but not the worst. We got the goose. We can put this on blue and we can play Mystical Dispute on something. On a removal. And then get hopefully close to the Terror of the Peaks. Alright. No attacks. And then we're just, worst case scenario, we just start making more food tokens. Even though it doesn't do anything other than for Gilded Goose, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. General. Let's create a food. If I play this, I can still hold a Mystical Dispute, sure. No attacks. No attacks. Let's create a food. Terror of the Peaks. We can't play Terror of the Peaks here because he can have Mystical Dispute mana, and we don't have enough to counter it with this. So we're gonna put this one on green because we can put this one on red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Currently have 6 of the 7 mana needed. Create a food. Jordy Disruption. Guess that gives us Genesis mana, right? No attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe I should have just casted the Terror there? Terror the Peaks. 2. Man, this guy has so many cards in his hand. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a 7-card hand. Come on. What you got? He's clearly debating on playing something here. Alright, I guess we'll counter it. If he Mystical Disputes it, that's fine. We get to play Genesis Ultimatum then. Okay, we can't create another food, so let's not try that. Ooh, G-Span. I'll take that one instead. That gives us some hasties. And it starts playing around the Dispute. Starts playing around Dispute. Of course, you would love to play that, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, only 9. I'm currently technically at 9 because he's going to kill Goldspan here. See. Yep. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm trying to think. Would he bring in something like Tested Talents or Negate? Tested Talents or Negate? Would he do something like that? Because otherwise, if I just play this... Sure. Alright. Force him to kill Terror. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need him to tap out, but he's not going to tap out anytime soon. He's probably just going to play another Binding of the Gods here, I bet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pelucanos, that works too. He could fight. That's fine. If he fights, then I get to play Genesis Ultimatum. Alright, let's play Genesis. I'd rather not do that. I'd rather do, hold on, let's see. So we got green, green, blue, blue, red, red, blue. Because we have so much of that. So we do gold span. Sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can play this. Helps me thin my deck out. Gives me a land. Get to attack for 4. Sure. Let's grab, I guess, blue. It doesn't really matter here now. Gonna create another treasure. We can cycle the tri-land. Oh, his creature has death touch now. But he can only do it once, I guess. So he can fight my creature and it has death touch, so he gets to kill Goldspan Dragon for 3 mana. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, possible 13 mana. I need a, what is it? A negate. Mystical Dispute may not be good enough here, but negate would be. Let's see, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means he can still hold up negate. He can play his ultimatum and still hold up negate. Because black, coma. You can still hold up negate this way too, I guess. Alright, let's cycle this. Another land! No! Stop drawing lands! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 mana. So that's 7 plus 5. Technically have enough. I'm looking for my coma too. There's 2 of them in the deck. So I guess I could force him to do the coma effect here now. Go for it. I think I want to cast Terror and Cultivate maybe. Yep. Resolves. No attacks. I think I'm going to cast Terror. Because, like, the odds of him having negate, he keeps holding up 2 mana here. I mean, I'm looking for a counterspell. There's 38 cards left in the deck. If I could hit a counterspell, like, we're in great shape. But, like, until then, I don't know really much. Don't know what else I can really do. Let's put that in play there. Put that there. If he calls odd, he loses his coma with Extinction Event. I lose Goldspan, and I lose actually 3. I need him to tap out, or at least only hold up 1 mana. I don't think he's ever going to do that, but... Okay, how many cards does he have? He only has 3 cards in the graveyard. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's an Elder. And then he has Reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Attacking with coma. Sure. No blocks. I need my own coma would be nice, but I mean, I have to go for it next turn. Because if I don't, then I'm just gonna lose the game. He's gonna grab Yorion and hold up counterspell. Pretty nice. If he grabs Yorion, that means he has Test of Talents or negate. Because there's no reason to... Yeah, because if it's Mystical Dispute, he needs to hold up. Yeah, that's definitely Test of Talents or negate. Let's draw Mystical Dispute. Negate. Mystical Dispute or negate. Mystical Dispute or negate. Come on. What is this? Mystical Dispute or negate. We drew another land. This is so. I thinned out my deck of all the lands almost, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Alright, whatever. We gotta go for it. Let's see the negate. Time to concede, I guess. Third. It's Mystical Dispute? Sure. Auto pay. Okay. 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 1, 2, 3. Alright, so which crap. Trying to figure out which effect it is though. It's not telling you what. I could destroy these, I guess. Man, does it not tell you which effect it's choosing from? 6. All right, whatever. Guess we're gonna hit you for 9. So 6. Yep. That's kind of unfortunate that it didn't tell me which effect it was. All right, so let's see. He can gain 3 life, right? If I swing out for 1, 2, 3, it's not enough. All right, we'll just pass. And then we'll use Coma to tap down Elder. And if we draw any creature, we win the game because he's at 3 life. I think he's going to start tapping my creatures down, right? Yep. Sure. Any of these guys serpents? They are not. They are not. So if I attack with these, it doesn't do anything. So no attacks. Go ahead. We get to cycle this. Hope for another Genesis Ultimatum, maybe off the top. What else are you going to do? Are you going to sack another dude? Interesting. Almost conceded there. But you have to play it out. Got to see what you hit. If I knew which one of the Terror of the Peaks was, I would have used the effect to kill this Elder. But I did not know which one it was. It doesn't matter. It's not an activated ability. It's a trigger. Okay. That doesn't stop it. It's a trigger effect. It's not an activated ability. Interesting. Oh, it's game. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. All right, let's see. So my game crashed. So I'm still in the game, hopefully. Okay. Well, we barely got lucky there. Barely got lucky. All right. I guess we put this on blue regardless. Let's play Emergence. Could have waited on that, so that way I could have then done some like cultivate action stuff, so there would have been a 3/3, but it's fine. Can't. Oh, he could Heartless Sack regardless, even if it's a 3/3. Never mind. Yeah, so our game was glitching and then it crashed, so that's what happened here. So we had to play this one untapped just to be safe and play around a Jordy Disruption. Okay, he Heartless Sacked it. Anyways. Removes counters. You got it. It is A-okay, my friend. Pay life. Let's cultivate. Let's grab green, blue. Put the blue one in play, I guess. It doesn't really matter. So we're going to thin our deck out like crazy. Let's hope that we can hit like something powerful off the top then. Otherwise, this could be bad. Because if we just keep drawing lands, then obviously we're just going to lose. These are pretty much lands right now. Okay, Terror of the Peaks. That's a good one. That's a pretty good one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so let's play this. Let us go and dig a little bit. Let's put this one in play. Play Cultivate. So one of our Cultivates is going to be useless, pretty much. Because we only have one land left. This is only going to grab one land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably should have just played this, but let's see what we could do. Oh my gosh, we keep drawing. We keep drawing lands. That's so sick. We don't run that many lands. So if I play this, I could play Cultivate to thin my deck out of one card. I guess. It's better than nothing, right? Puts it in play also. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 lands are gone. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. I think we've drawn enough lands. Deck. Think we've drawn enough lands. So yes, yep. They're Blink Cultivator. He has 2 blockers. Could have done 10 damage here, but that's a useless ability to do 10 damage to Cultivator. Okay, so that's just game, I guess. Because then now Terror of the Peaks does damage to it. There we go. All right. We got that one. That was an odd one, but we got that one. So Coma comes in, 3 Disputes, and Negate comes in. I do like Ox, but I also don't like Ox. And he's playing Cultivator, so I'm wondering if he's just a Sultai control deck. So let's see, what cards do we not like? Wicked Wolf, I'm not a fan of in this matchup because it doesn't do anything. Bone Crusher can cut. What else? What else? What else? I don't really want to take away my ramp per se. We have 23, 24, 25 lands. I can't take out any lands, unfortunately. So if I take out 2 of those, what if I do that? 61? Not great, but it's not bad either. So I don't want to take out too many threats. I mean, I could take out maybe Prismari here, but then it helps out with my instance. Maybe I'll cut 1 Cultivate. Since we're on the draw rather than the play, I'll cut 1 Cultivate and see what happens. We playing against a lot of Sultai apparently, so this is the 3rd Sultai deck in a row right now with this deck. I think 2 of them maybe were Ultimatum, and maybe 1 of them is just the control version. I'm wondering if this is the control version, because I don't think the Ultimatum version runs Cultivator anymore. I don't believe so, but we'll find out. We'll see. We shall see. We drew a lot of lands, but we thinned our deck out with a lot of lands too, but we drew a lot of lands. All right. Let's find out if they're a Ultimatum deck or they are... All right, I could keep. We got a turn 1 to a turn 2 Beanstalk. I'll do that. That's fine. So we put this on green, play Goose. Put this on red, I guess, play... So turn 1, put that on green, Goose. Do that to do this. We get closer to this. The only bad thing is this is red, but we only need double green and double blue for this, so... Crackerino. Crack. What are you getting? Blue or black? Blue. Ooh, the Genesis Ultimatum. The Ultimatum is here. Here to play. I wonder if they know what we're doing, though, is the other question. That's the other thing. Like, I know Sultai still runs that technically, but do they really? So if I play this, I would lose my food. I could just do this instead. So if I do this, put this on blue. So if I put this on blue, then I could do this. Grab green, I guess. No attacks. Okay, so since I drew that, I didn't want to give up my treasure here. So I did it that way instead. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be 6 mana. And then on our turn, next turn would be 7. So we get to cast one of these as long as we have the correct mana, that is. As long as we have the correct mana. So we get to play Ultimatum maybe before they do. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Do that. So that's 1, 2. That's 3. I guess we could do that. So we need blue. And then, but then we lose our goose. I should have just done this actually. We lose our goose token. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that was a misplay. Because now I just lose. So if I wouldn't have done that way, I would have been able to play one of these next turn. But now, since this is tapped, I won't be able to do it. Okay, so I got blue, blue. I got green, green. Guess I need to grab a red just to be safe. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm just gonna grab green here, actually. Just grab green. Yeah, I should have done this. That was a misplay. Should have just done this to this. Next turn I could have just hard casted this, or even this. Yep. Okay. Lesson learned. Well, we're not. Ooh. Binding of the Gods. Goodbye, Goose. Because I don't think it could kill a land. Let's see if he has a negate, I guess. Nope. Alright, so we need red and put that one in play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got double red, we got 3, so I could just cycle this. Let's play that. We can just cycle this. We don't need it because we got double red, we got triple blue, we got double green. Now we'll just use it as cycle. And we're going to cast this because I don't know if they kept Extinction Event in is the question. Grabs Yorion. Let's cycle. There's another land and another land. All right, what do we need the most of? We got triple blue. Guess it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's cast Coma. Guess I'm gonna put this on blue because we have more blue spells because of counter spells. We got the counter. No, he had the Heartless Act. I'm surprised he kept that in, but okay. He had it. Very odd to keep that in. I guess he lost because of the dragon last game, so still. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2. He's missing what? 2 more black, I believe, right? The Emergent Ultimatum costs 3 black, I believe. Sure. It's like, what is he looking for? There's second black. More lands. More lands. All right, let's just ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put this on red. If I cast this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could play this and play around Mystical Dispute. I guess the only card that I can't play around is Negate or Test of Talents. So let's just do a Beanstalk first. See what he has. Disdainful Stroke. Okay, well, we played around Disdainful Stroke too. We're going to try that again and see what happens. He's still missing one black. I'm sure he probably has it soon. There it is. Now here's the Ultimatum. Darn. Ooh, no. There's the Yorion. So we could do this again. Could do this again, huh? All right. We're just trying to draw counterspells here. Save the Ultimatum for when it matters. I don't know if I have actually any basics left. Where's the assistant thing? Darn. Whatever. Let's go thin it out, I guess. See if he'll counter this. Sure. Oh, we only have one left. That sucked. No, not gonna play that as my land drop. 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana. We got 11 mana. Get to play around this. I get to play around Dispute only. Anything other than Dispute, it gets. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Oh, come on. Come on, opponent. Come on. Stop it. Stop it. Get the cycle. All our basics are gone. Oh, and he had Ultimatum. He top decked Ultimatum. Wow, that's sick. All right. Well, he has an Ultimatum deck. That's sick. So this is where I'm thinking maybe Ox would also be fine because look, see, I'm kind of out of cards now. Well, I should have cycled this in case I drew one. Oh, he has. Never mind. I was like, yeah, he has enough mana for Dispute. He has the mana required for Dispute. Ultimatum deck. Played 3. I guess we've played 3 in a row now. Guess we're just dead, right? Because if I give him Alrund's Epiphany, he gets to ultimate this and take all our cards. If I give him this, that's so sick. Gets to take an extra turn and use Tibble. All right, let's cycle. Maybe I can draw a Dispute here. Nope. Guess if he doesn't draw a counterspell, then we get to kill both Tybalt and Yori's. Guess let's see what he hits. Okay, that's good. It's good for me. I don't know about... Oh, yeah, because you can't cycle. Chevelle. Wow, what the heck? That's an odd one. Why is Chevelle in the deck? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So what does this do? Whenever a permanent opponent controls a bound card dies, you gain 3 life and draw a card. So X equals 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's going on here? So it does divided. If X is 6 or more, Shadow Skull deals twice X damage divided as you choose among twice X divided. So So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we need 10, so it'd be 5 and 5. Okay. Oops. Why can't I do this? What's going on? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. So we need 5 for this one and 4 for the or 3 for the other one. So 8. So 3, 5. What's going on? Why won't it let me do this? This is so dumb. I lost the game because it won't let me do that, huh? What's going on? Six or more. It is 6 or more. This is bugged. This is doesn't make sense. It's completely bugged. All right, well, that sucks. I'm gonna have to send that report in, I guess. I have a video to document it because we shouldn't have lost there. That made no sense. All right, so let's cut that. We even cut one of the cultivates and we drew so many of them. Let's bring in the Ox. I don't even know what to say there. What did I do wrong is the question. I had 12 mana. I did X equals, I've done it at, I did it at X equals 10, so that would use up all 12 of my mana. I did it at X equals 8, at X equals 6, and it just wouldn't let me do it. If I lose the game because there's no way we could have easily have won that game. Because he has no cards in his hand, and the only cards revealed was Heartless Act and 2 lands. And we were at, I believe, 16. Or was it 12? No, we were at 12. We were at 12 life with the stroke in our hand. So we could counter any of their high cost cards. They removed 2 of the cards off the top of our deck, which was 2 lands. We have 2 Ugins in the deck. We have 3 of the dragons, 2 gold spend dragons, 2 comas. Like, the top of our deck was just sick. 3 Genesis ultimatums. There's so much off the top of our deck that we could have done. But the Shadow Skulls wouldn't let me use the Shadow Skull. And I needed to kill the Tibble and the Yorion to keep the pressure off me. Alright. That's unfortunate, though. Well, let's see if we end up losing because of that. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Dude, what is he sideboarding in? So he brought in Chevelle, I think, and he kept in his removal, it looks like. So we're on the play. Oh man, this is a 2-lander. I guess technically it's more than a 2-lander because of Goose. Alright, we'll keep. We shall keep. Maybe I should have done this one first, but if I would have done this, then I could hold up Dispute. But if I draw an untapped land, that would be sick. Alright, well, we didn't draw an untapped land. We did not draw an untapped land. But we have 2 gooses, so that's good. Because now that means even if one goose dies, we have access to the other one. Is he going to play his Chevelle? So he has something he could do. Maybe Willow Haven here too. There's a Genesis Ultimatum. So 1, 2, 3. Do it, I guess. If he has like Tested Talents or something like that, it won't matter because we have Dispute to counter that. I guess I gotta grab a red and a blue, put the red in play. Because that way we can hold up Dispute here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 mana. We could draw some lands. First 2 games, we were drawing a bunch of lands. This game, we're not, huh? Okay. We need, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it. So he got his ramp in too now. We have a Dispute with a Coma and a Genesis Ultimatum if we could get up to the mana that is, though. Oh man, it requires green. I should have got maybe green with this instead of the red. I got red because of Bone Crusher, but maybe that was bad. Ugh. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have access to 7 mana next turn. If he taps out, we're going for it. If he taps out, he only has 1 blue right now. So if he taps out the blue, I'm going for Genesis Ultimatum hands down. If he leaves a black, then I gotta be careful because he could use Heartless Act against Coma. So it would be just go straight for Genesis Ultimatum. 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's funny because we only run 2 Jordy Disruptions. And we drew both of them as our blue sources. Pathways would have been much better there. Luckily, we have, I guess that's the good part is that we have triple blue. Got the triple blue. Okay. Well, he's there. He's highlighting his hands. So he played another blue mana. If he kills any of my gooses, that's fine. I don't care for that one. 2, 3, 4. Let's create a food. If I could draw an untapped land, I'm going for it. Because he uses Dispute, yeah. Let's do this also. If I draw an untapped source, if he kills a Gilded Goose, like whatever, who cares? Kill it. He's killing my goose. Oh, he's gonna kill both my gooses. Oh man, that sucks. He had double Heartless Act in his hand. Alright, you got it. Well, he only has 4 unknowns now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the game where we're not drawing lands is gonna be the downfall, maybe. Not drawing lands. Nope. Not today. Can't play any of my cards. Can't play any of my cards. What are the chances he has another ultimatum? What are the odds? He used 2 Heartless Acts, so I'm just gonna probably slam the Coma here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Gonna go for the goose, I'm sure. Gonna grab Yori onto his hand, I guess. Yep. Untapped source has to be. What does it have to be? Ooh, I don't even know. Okay. I think that does it, right? That does it. In case he has Mystical Dispute, I can't play Genesis Ultimatum here. I'm just gonna slam the Coma. can't counter this. And then I get to create a thing. I can make my guy indestructible as well. Unless he has Heartless Act number 3. I guess the only bad part here would be is if he has Extinction Event. But would he keep that in is the question. Otherwise, we're gonna he's gonna probably cast Yori on here, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, what you got, opponent? Oh, what you got? Gains indestructible. Activated abilities can't be activated. So he has no activated abilities. It's just all triggers in play. You're taking forever for no reason, man. I'm surprised he slammed that ultimatum that one turn. I need him to tap out so I can play my ultimatum. What's he gonna go grab? Wait, does ultimatum cost only 2 black? No, it costs 3 green. I was like, wait, he only has 2 black. How did he play it? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, he has double bindings. Sure. What are you targeting? Gains indestructibility. So now you can't binding my coma. Unless you have Heartless Act in response. Sure, that doesn't do anything. I don't know about that. I'm gonna play Genesis Ultimatum now too. I think that's just game. Sure. I guess you could kill a treasure or food, I guess. Sure. Okay, we're just gonna play this then. Good game. Good game, opponent. Alright. Alright, hey YouTube. So we just got finished done with our matches. We just beat a ton of ultimatum decks. We got to what, rank 357 by the end of this video, I believe. Yeah, this deck is just killing it on the ladder right now. So like that's good. Hopefully you guys enjoy the gameplay. Hopefully you guys enjoy the intro. Hopefully by the time, like I said, you guys are done watching this, you guys destroy that subscribe button, destroy that thumbs up, that notification button. Check the description down below for the deck list. You can port it both to Arena and mobile. Drop some comments down below if you have a way to make this deck better. I'm sure me and everybody else who is watching this video would love to hear it. Made any changes to it, how you're doing with the deck. Let us know as a community how this deck works. But let's get into the sideboard guide. So first thing I'm going to give a sideboard guide to of if I play against is the Is It Snow / Dragons deck. I don't really sideboard too much against them just because I'm ramping so much that if I hit, like they only have what, 3, 4, maybe 5 counter spells, something like that. Maybe they run 4 Silent Comings, maybe 1 or 2 disputes. So as long as if I'm wrapping, they shouldn't be able to keep up with what we're doing. We also run Goldspan. They run Goldspan. We have Bone Crusher to kill their like Brazen Borrowers and stuff like that. And if we draw up an Ugin, for the most part, it's kind of like over for them. I mean, yeah, they can attack it with the Goldspan Dragon, but then we can, like, it pluses to 9. They hit it for 4. We can technically minus and exile Goldspan, but we have Coma, Obosh, we have Terror, Goldspan. Like our creatures can get fat, big, just like theirs. So, and like I said, we're running Goldspan. We have some counter spells, so I don't really sideboard too much against that deck. So against that deck, I bring in 2 Mystical Disputes and 1 Coma. So I want to bring in 2 more counter spells and 1 uncounterable. Yeah, they could Brazen this guy, but that's fine. We'll just cast it again. They don't have infinite Brazen Borrowers. So cut. And then what I cut is 1 Ugin and 2 Wicked Wolves. Wicked Wolf doesn't do very much in this unless we have a food in play, which we should, I guess. If we don't have a food in play though, like it just dies. It can't fight anything effectively. If you have a food in play, then yes, it's a great card to fight the Goldspan Dragon because it protects, it survives while Goldspan dies. But that's how I sideboard in against the dragon deck. I bring in 2 extra counter spells and an uncounterable, and I take out one of my high curve cards and 2 wicked wolves because they can just they can even frostbite this in response to us sacking the food. So that's another reason why I take it out. So I cut those for those. The next deck is going to be rogues. You're definitely going to see rogues. And that's why I have 3 oxes in the sideboard, because rogues could be a kind of a hard, rough matchup here. So I have a decent amount against rogues with the disputes and oxes. So against rogues, I bring in 3 mystical disputes and 3 ox of Agnes. And the disputes are there just so I can counter their cheap, counter Adrenaline Law, counter all their the crab and the rogues except for the black rogue, counter Into the Story, counter any other counter spells for 1 mana. The Ox is there to escape our graveyard. They're going to obviously be building this a lot, and since we're in red, Ox is one of the best escape cards in the game because it costs 2 and escapes 8 cards. On top of that, it draws you 3 cards afterwards. Yeah, you dump your hand technically, but you get to draw 3 cards afterwards while removing your graveyard. It's huge, and then he becomes a 5/2, I believe, or something like that. So we bring that in. Cards I take out are like high curve cards that could be countered cheaply for 2 mana, 1 mana, stuff like that. So I cut 1 Obosh, I cut 1 Ugin, 2 Genesis Ultimatums, and 2 Disdainful Stroke. Obosh, because it's, like I said, it's a 5 mana that will get countered pretty easily. And I mean, yes, it takes away the OTK possibility, but that's fine. We're just going to cut that just because. Oh, I forgot to add this in actually. Hold on. 1x Coma Cosmos. So 3, 6, 7, 2, 4, 5, 2, 4. Yeah, okay. Forgot you gotta want to bring in Cosmos also because it's uncounterable. If you get to the 7 mana and you drop this, it's uncounterable. I mean, unless they have Heartless Act. If they don't have Heartless Act, then you can just pretty much protect it for the rest of the game. So I cut Obosh, like I said, I don't need this in the high curve card cost. Ugin is great against them if it lands because they can't really get rid of it, but it's an 8 mana cost, and it most likely just doesn't work, especially since you're using a bunch of oxes. You're most likely just gonna draw it and then discard it anyways. So I cut that. Same with the 2 Genesis Ultimatum. This is a 1 mana dispute pretty much. You play this for 7, they 1 mana dispute you. And they're going to have counter spells because they just literally sit back on counter spells. And then 2 Disdainful Strokes because the only thing it can counter actually is Into the Story. So we cut those because it doesn't counter anything else. The next deck is I'm going to clump them up all 3 together. So it's red, Boros Winota or any type of Winota, and then mono white life gain or mono white aggro, whatever they're considered or they're called. It's pretty much the same against all 3 versions or all 3 decks. I bring in 3 Fire Prophecies and 1 Wicked Wolf. Fire Prophecies to kill their creatures early so they either can't attack us with a lot of damage if it's red or white, or if it's against Winota, we want to kill their non-humans so that way the Winota doesn't trigger. Wicked Wolf is good against like the white and the red decks because he's a 3/3 and then he can fight any creature pretty much and doesn't die. He could fight a Winota if you have food out there, so it's good. And then it creates you a body to block against their other creatures. So I like Wicked Wolf there. Cards I take out against these decks, they're all low curve with the exception of Winota being 4 mana and Embercleave being 6, mana or whatever. But Disdainful Stroke can't hit anything really except for Winota and like Embercleave, maybe even a Torbrand, but that's kind of basically it. So I cut that for that reason. Same reason why I cut 1 Jordy Disruption. They're a low curve deck, so it's easy for them to just pay 1 mana for their effects because they're just playing a bunch of 1 drops, 2 drops. So I cut 1 and I keep 1 in because the worst case scenario, we could play 1 of them as a land. And then I cut Obosh also because it's a 5 mana. For 5 mana, I'd rather do like a Goldspan or Terror of the Peaks because Terror of the Peaks could end the game really quickly. Goldspan gives me access to the ramp so that way I can cast an Ugin or a Genesis Ultimatum. And the reason why I don't cut Ugin in this matchup is because if I land Ugin, I can minus and just win the game. Like they don't, with the exception of red running some haste creatures. But even then, if you minus, their creatures are all like 3 costs and less. So if you minus 3, even if they get a haze creature, it doesn't kill Ugin. Then you start plussing it, just killing their creatures. So that's why I keep Ugin in play. And that's why Goldspan is better here than Obosh and Terror Peaks also because of Obosh, because Terror Peaks also could kill creatures. So that's what I do against those 3 decks. Now, the other deck, the big one, the AKA enemy public number 1, it is Sultai Ultimatum. But as you just saw, we've just been crushing Sultai Ultimatum, just crushing them. They really don't. I mean, they can't really deal with what we're doing. They can't really deal with Terror of the Peaks very effectively. And then we lead into like Genesis Ultimatum or Goldspan and then Coma. Like they can't really. I mean, unless they get that broken churn of Emergent Ultimatum into like Foreign Klex, and Tybalt and Onyx and all that. Like unless they get something broken like that, they really can't do much. So, but we still do sideboard against them because obviously we have dead cards or weak cards against them. So against them, I like 3 Mystical Disputes and 2 Tested Talents. Pretty much 5 counter spells against their Emergent Ultimatum. That's the only way we lose this matchup is if they hit a very strong ultimatum. That's the only way because our Genesis obviously does a lot more than what their. I mean, it could also do a lot worse because it could just hit 5 lands. But on the upside, it could do a lot better than their ultimatum. Cards I take out is I cut 1 Cultivate. We have 4. We still have 2 Beanstalks. We still have 2 Emergent Sequences, Gilded Goose. So we still have a lot of ramp. I cut 1 Cultivate. I cut 2 Wicked Wolves because they don't run any creatures that we can fight anyways, unless we have like 5 food tokens. I mean, we did in that last game. We had a bunch of food tokens, but I mean, the only creature they casted was what's it called, Yorion. So like we're gonna fight a Yorion, so it's not really worth it. Then I cut 2 Bone Crushers the same reason. They're not running creatures, so doing 2 damage to them is not really effective, so there's no reason for that. And I forgot about this card. Once again, I keep forgetting about this card. Cosmos. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 5. So this should be 3 actually. So I cut all 3 Bone Crushers, the 2 Wicked Wolves, 1 Cultivate, and I bring in 3 Disputes, 2 Tested Talents, and 1 Coma. Coma obviously because they can't counter it. So unless they want to keep in the removal spell, which is fine with us because it could end up being dead draws for them. If they're not bringing counter spells against our Ultimatum or Ugin or something like that, then it's dead. So I cut Bone Crushers because, like I said, they don't run any creatures that you could stomp. And then you're casting a 4/3. Yeah, the 4/3 is good and all, but I could do better, more powerful things and hold up counter spells and stuff like that. So that's what I do against Sultai Ultimatum. So that's so far the match. We are currently save and exit. We are currently ranked 360 with the deck. We're just killing it with the deck at the moment. So it's a solid deck. Give it a try. Let me know what you guys think. Drop some comments down below. Like I said, destroy that subscribe button. Destroy that notification button. Destroy that thumbs up. And just to give you guys kind of like a heads up of how I'm going to be posting videos. Every 2 days I'll post a new video. So the latest you'll see is 3 days later I'll post another video. It gives me time, the 2-3 days, usually 2 days, like I said, gives me time to test the deck out, see how it works. And this is the one of the decks that I was testing out and it worked pretty well. So every 2 days, if you don't hit that notification button, come back to my channel, check it out. I'll post a new video. But if you want it to get you that notification really quickly right away, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, hit this thumbs up on this video, drop some comments down below, let me know what you guys think, and check the description for the deck list, both PC and mobile. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.